HungryRoot is a meal service slash online store that I've been wanting to try, and then they finally advertised a little discount, a pretty big discount, so I decided I would. So just to be clear, this is not sponsored. I didn't receive the box for free. I bought this with my own money. How it works is you sign up, you choose your plan, so like how many recipes, the types of groceries you want per delivery, etc. You set your food preferences, and then you choose what you want in your upcoming box. It'll already be filled with recommendations for you, but you can change anything you want. So I want to start with my box. Specifically what I got in mind and the recipes and stuff, and then I'll talk about kind of my favorite things about HungryRoot, because there are a lot of things to like, I think, and then the not so great stuff, and then whether or not I'd recommend it. Side note, I am pregnant right now, but I'm well past like the nausea and food aversions of the first trimester, so I don't think me being pregnant has affected any of my food preferences regarding the box of the recipes or anything, aside from eating like entire bags of Sour Patch Kids and entire containers of Pringles in a sitting. My food preferences are pretty much normal. It's just my normal kind of weird taste issues. Point is, I don't think being pregnant affected how I felt about any of the foods or the recipes. Okay, so for our HungryRoot box, I chose the more expensive plan, $225 per box. We'll get more into cost later in the video. I wanted to try a bunch of stuff and wanted, stuff for the kids too. I got a pretty good mix of produce and sauces and mock meats and grains and snacks, of course. My biggest worry was with the produce, just the quality of that, and if stuff was going to be bad, which is why originally I chose very little produce for my box. More on that in a minute. But everything was very fresh. The spinach, even the avocados, one had a few little spots in it, but it was still good. It didn't smell, oh God, when avocados are bad, oh my God. So yeah, I was very happy with that. I mean, regularly I get avocados from the store that are just totally bad. You can see I rated the recipes pretty high. The first one I made was this meatball baby broccoli flatbread, which was so good. This was my favorite by far. The spinach artichoke sauce was really delicious. And I forgot how much I love baby broccoli. I haven't had it in years, but I used to buy it a lot. It's actually a hybrid between broccoli and Chinese kale. It's like broccoli, but a little bit more mild, a little less farty and bitter-y, and very, very tender stalks, kind of like asparagus. Oh, so good. My 5-year-old loved it, ate so much of it, which was awesome. And even my 3-year-old ate a bunch of it with my help. I kind of had to coax them, but they ended up eating a bunch, which was pretty nice. I'll definitely make this again on my own, probably with a different mock meat. Partner does not like the taste of the Beyond meatballs, or really just Beyond meat at all, other than the crumbles, I guess. I like the taste, but it lingers, right? And there's definitely an aftertaste that I'm not super fond of. Sweet Earth Awesome Grounds would be really good for this. Oh, the one problem with the recipe is the portions. The portions were way off. There's just no way you could fit all of these meatballs on these tiny tortillas. The second one was this tofu veggie fried rice. I mentioned this in a recent What I Ate Today. Definitely my least favorite. It was pretty bland. Most of the flavors just coming from these little tofu bites that are already kind of flavored, but again, are pretty bland. I did love that brown rice quinoa mix. Usually I hate quinoa. It's too bitter and weird, but it was so good in this. It added like a nice little nuttiness. So I've actually they have basically the same thing at Kroger. The same brown rice quinoa mix with a little bit of flavoring, garlic and salt. And yeah, it's really good. Oh, my 5-year-old liked it too. Actually asked for it again. They normally hate rice and quinoa, but yeah, they like it too. I think I added a bunch of hot sauce. Oh, I added one of the avocados too that they sent. They sent 2 avocados. And yeah, even with the hot sauce and stuff, it was pretty bland. Very filling though. The pre-chopped stir fries, which is one of the reasons for me ordering stuff like this, is having stuff pre-chopped, because that's kind of the worst part, I think, of cooking, is having to chop all the produce. If you're doing like healthy cooking, you probably have a lot of vegetables and stuff to chop. So having all of that pre-chopped is a huge benefit, but like it really wasn't. Like, you can see this giant piece of bell pepper. What the hell? That's not chopped. Come on. And the snap peas like weren't de-stringed, which is just ew. The spicy chorizo potato tacos, pretty good. They just needed something fresh. They needed something fresh and crunchy in there. The green chili was okay. It was kind of one note tart and spicy. Not really a lot going on there. I was excited to try the Abbott's Butcher chorizo. I'm not familiar with that brand, but it's just like whatever. I don't think it's any better than like the Morningstar chorizo crumbles, which are definitely cheaper. Finally, the rainbow everything taco. So I originally chose this recipe, but I guess it wasn't included because they didn't have one of the ingredients. They didn't have the like avocado cream. They sent everything else though, including the taco seasoning. So I just went ahead and made it and just made my own guacamole using the remaining avocado that they sent and then one of my own avocados. I also cooked the tofu a little longer than they said so it could actually crisp up. But man, this was so good. The kale salad, kale and cabbage and carrot, I think, just a raw salad that then I mixed up with the little guacamole I made was actually so good. Maybe that is a pregnancy thing because I normally don't like kale, certainly not raw kale, but man, that was delicious. Like the meatball flatbread recipe, the portions were way off. There is no way you could fit all of this salad on these tiny tortillas. What the hell? Oh, and I love the instructions to chop the pre-chopped ingredients, the little kale salad. I didn't need to, unlike the stir fry one, they were actually chopped. But still, it's weird. Like, why would you have it in the instructions that you have to chop pre-chopped? So isn't that the benefit? Again, isn't that the convenience, the point of pre-chopped, that you don't have to chop it? Really weird, but again, super yummy. So overall, pretty happy with the recipes. They were all very, very simple, only a few ingredients, filling, quick to make. Other than that, I got another Abbott's Butcher, the mock meat, the chicken, which was pretty good. I think I used it to make little sandwiches with the sandwich thins that they sent and some of the spinach, avocado. I think that's what I did. Maybe some more of the green chili because I had some of that sauce left over. The chicken was fine. I mean, nothing that I would go, oh my God, this is the best vegan chicken. Like, I need to continue getting HungryRoot so I can get it because I've never seen this brand anywhere. I don't know anywhere around me you can buy it. I still think my favorite, I don't think I've talked about that actually. Maybe I'll save that for an upcoming products review video because there is a vegan chicken that is now by far my favorite vegan chicken. It's so good. I always say muesli, but it's muesli, isn't it? It was just fine. It was whatever. I definitely wouldn't pay like $6 or whatever for it. Same for the potato samosas. I mean, those were like, oh my God, so bland. Even the sauces, just so bland. My 5-year-old loved the Chum fruit bites. 3-year-old did not, but they both like the mango gummies. I think I talked about those in my What I Ate Today as well. They're okay, a little bit throw-uppy. Sometimes mango, for me, like mango flavored things, just kind of tastes like throw up. It's all just like dried fruit, right? Like it's fine. It's definitely not fruit snacks. It's not delicious like fruit snacks, but like it's fine. Vienna ranch chickpeas, we've had them before. I like them. I think they actually have a ranch flavor. Most vegan ranch stuff really doesn't, but those do, and they're nice and crunchy. Yeah, they're good. The chocolate. So I got 2 of these Taza almond milk chocolate thingies. This is definitely one of my favorite vegan milk chocolate bars. There aren't very many good vegan milk chocolates. The Trader Joe's to me is really gross. It is not good. This one is one of my favorites. I think my favorite is still the Hershey's one that I got that one time. The milk chocolate one was really, really delicious. The dark chocolate was good too. And then also, it's not a milk chocolate, but it tastes like it to me. The Simple Truth, the hazelnut croquant or whatever it's called. Oh, so delicious. And lastly, the Cocomel caramels. Delicious. I love Cocomels. Very hard to chew though, like very chewy. It actually hurt my jaw. Am I just getting too old for chewy candy? So now the stuff I liked based on my experience, based on just this one delivery. So number 1, they have a vegan plan. So this is not an all vegan service. They do sell meat and cheese and stuff, but you can choose in your food preferences vegan, and only vegan stuff will be recommended to you. So it's not like if you go in to change an upcoming delivery, you have to remove like chicken breast or something like that. From my experience, you don't see any meat or cheese, anything that's not vegan. But it's more than that. Also, in your little food preferences, your food profile, you can say specifically what vegan proteins you want. So if you don't like mock meats, you can just say no mock meats. Or if you only want mock meats, you can say that you only want mock meats and no beans or I think tofu, seitan. You can also change your heat tolerance. You can say whether you like vegan egg stuff and vegan dairy stuff, what kind of recipes you like. Also, with individual foods, you can say how often you want them. I think it's always, occasionally, and never. So if you never want to get spinach or something, you can say never and it won't be recommended to you. So yeah, there's a lot of customization going on just beyond saying I want vegan, which is very cool. You can look without signing up. I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but it is no, I don't mess with any company, any business that makes me give them my email address to even look at what they offer. That is just absolutely insane to me. And for HungryRoot, you can see the recipes, you can see the groceries, not the prices, which again, we'll get to in a minute. I don't mess with anyone that makes me give them something just to see what they have. Get fucked. You can edit every single ingredient, which I already said, but again, that's a huge deal for me. I don't want to just give them, here's stuff that I like, and then get random food stuff. No, I'm too picky for that. I need to be able to choose. Again, the recipes are quick, not as quick as they say. So in my experience, when something said it took like 10 minutes, it really took more like 20 minutes, which is still very quick for me. Usually when I make dinner, it's closer to 30 minutes to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Again, that's the benefit of having the mock meats that are already made, right? And pre-chopped vegetables. Sauces already made. Often I'm making my own sauces. That takes a little bit of time. Protein, of course. I love that so many of the recipes, the ones I had chose, but even a lot of the ones that I just looked at, that I sifted through, are super filling and have lots of protein. Again, I chose the bigger plan with 4 servings per recipe, which often called for 2 packages of mock meats, which is so nice to see because that's typically how I cook at home for the 4 of us. I use 2 packages of Gardein or whatever. One is just not enough for that many people in my experience, even though a lot of vegan recipes will call for only like 1 package of Gardein strips for 4 to 6 people. No. So I was really happy to see so much focus on protein, even for the vegan plan, which is ultimately why I chose HungryRoot. There are, again, vegan options, but they don't focus on protein. And when you look at the recipes, it's just, nah, doesn't work for me. Ice packs. I have not seen these before, but they're so cool. The ice packs that come in the box, they're eco-friendly. I forgot what the brand is called. I think they have 2 different ones that they use. You can actually pour it down the drain. You can even pour it on your plants to feed your plants. Super cool. Finally, this is very specific to me, but I did have an item missing in my box. The sesame ginger sauce was not there, so I contacted them immediately via their little contact thing on the website, and it gave me the option to get a $5 credit, which is something that, like all of these services do, they want you to keep using the service, and that's one way to do it, right? Because the only way I'm going to get that $5 back is if I continue to order and stay subscribed to HungryRoot. So I said, no, I don't want credit. I want a refund to my account, thinking, okay, probably not going to happen, but let's try and see what happens. I didn't get a response, but I did get a $5 refund to my bank account, which was super cool. I don't know if this is like a one-time thing because I'm a first-time customer, you know? I don't know. So if anyone has any more experience with HungryRoot and getting refunds, I would love to hear, but was very, very happy to see that I actually got my refund. Now for the stuff I didn't like. So the first thing is that a lot of the stuff I planned for my delivery was unavailable. There was some chocolate from a brand I hadn't tried before I wanted to get. There was a protein shake, several other things I can't remember. I wish I had screenshotted everything I chose. I didn't even think about it. But yeah, a lot of things were changed. I definitely didn't want the 2 avocados again. I was really worried about produce, the baby spinach. I really wanted like some vegetables, lots of protein, snacks, and then more fresh produce if it was like part of a recipe specifically. So it's great that you get to choose your stuff, but when that many things are unavailable, that's kind of risky to me. Again, I'm very picky. But again, you can say on specific ingredients, specific foods, if you want those, or if you don't, again, you can say always, occasionally, or never. I wish I had done that. I wish I had gone through like all the stuff I didn't do. So yeah, if I had said like never on avocado, then I wouldn't have gotten the avocados. But it actually worked out. I got to test whether or not the fresh stuff was fresh. Pre-chopped, again, the convenience factor here is the big thing for me. And having one of the pre-chopped veggie things not really being pre-chopped or like barely chopped. Yeah, come on. So now let's get to the big thing, the thing that many of you have probably been waiting for, the cost. According to HungryRoot, their service is a bargain. They say it's comparable to grocery store prices. They say the average HungryRoot customer saves $22 or more each week on groceries. Based on my own research and calculations, I find that very hard to believe. Like I said before, you cannot see the prices of the produce of anything you buy, even after signing up. They don't use prices, they use points or credits instead. So each product has a certain number of points, and then you have a certain number of points allotted to you based on the plan you chose. So again, mine was $225.81, which is 120 points. The cynic in me says this is an easy way to disguise how much you are actually paying for the stuff you're getting, because you can't just look at HungryRoot's price of, say, Beyond Meatballs and then compare that to Kroger's price, because instead they tell you that the meatballs are 5 points or 6 points or whatever, and a point is not $1. A point is closer to $2. Again, 120 points is $225. I should also again mention that I did get a discount. That's ultimately why I decided to get the box. There was a 30% discount, which worked out to $67.74 off. So my box was only $158. I think this is standard, the standard discount for your first order. After that, again, it'd be $225 per delivery. Unless you got a smaller delivery, I think the cheapest is like $65. So to check price comparisons, I went to my local Fred Meyer website. I chose my store, the one I shop at, and I found every single product I could. Obviously, they don't have like HungryRoot products specifically there, but they have basically the same thing. Again, like the brown rice quinoa mix, Simple Truth has one. It's the same thing. The spinach artichoke dip, there's that bitchin sauce. They have all their vegan sauces. They have a spinach artichoke one. So I got the closest thing I could find for each ingredient. The potato samosas, there was nothing like that at Fred Meyer. So I chose the Amy samosa wrap instead, which is much better. Like it actually has protein and is actually a filling thing. So I definitely think that's an upgrade. And sometimes there was more of something. So like the green chili sauce, I think was 8 ounces, 7 ounces from HungryRoot. But the one I got from Fred Meyer is like full 16 ounces, something like that. The same with the sesame ginger dressing. And if something from HungryRoot was organic, I made sure to choose the organic one from Fred Meyer. Point is, again, the box I got from HungryRoot was $158. My price from Fred Meyer, $148.37, so $10 cheaper. Now that does include sale prices that Fred Meyer had at the time. For example, the meatballs were on sale for $4.99, so $2 off per package. But even at full price, the total is $156.76, so still a couple dollars cheaper. So ultimately, in my experience, very limited experience, even with the huge discount from HungryRoot, grocery shopping is cheaper. Without the discount, it is way cheaper. There's no comparison. Even if you were to do delivery, which for Kroger, for Fred Meyer, I think is usually about $10. If you go with Walmart, I think that's free. But even with the added $10, it's still cheaper. So would I recommend HungryRoot? No, because of the price. It is just insane. If I were getting the $158 every time, I might have it I might do it maybe once a month just for something different. And I'm sure they get new foods every once in a while, you know, things I can't find here. So I'd be able to try some new things. And I would customize my box to be more efficient, I guess, to make more sense. So I'd really probably focus on the mock beets, right? Not like avocados and blueberries and the snacks that are mostly just sugar refined carbs, right? I would really focus on like the mock meats that I can't find here. Something like this, right? Mock meats, some grains and stuff that I like, some snacks I like that I can't find here. But no doubt buying similar stuff at my grocery store would be cheaper. And the convenience aspect to me just isn't that compelling. You know, chopping stuff, it takes a few minutes, but not that long. And I can find pre-chopped stuff already at the grocery store. And again, some of the pre-chopped stuff with HungryRoot wasn't even pre-chopped or was barely pre-chopped. So if it always had the 30% off, again, I might do it like as a once a month or once every 2 months thing. With the current price, no way in hell will I order from there again. And I would really love to know where they're getting their little people save $22. I mean, are you comparing? You know what it sounds like? We have this place called Grocery Outlet out here in the Pacific Northwest. I think it's in some other states as well. They'll say, you know, here's our price and here's the price at other stores. And often it's like ridiculous. It's way more than what I would pay at like Kroger. So I assume they're going by like Whole Foods or something. Okay, if you're buying everything at Whole Foods, then you might be saving money with HungryRoot, but like maybe stop shopping at Whole Foods. I don't know. Especially nowadays, there are so few things at Whole Foods or New Seasons, one of those expensive specialty shops that I can't find at Fred Meyer and Walmart and Trader Joe's and Grocery Outlet. Oh, it is a Talfo season though, and Whole Foods usually has their sale where you can get a case and each mango works out to like, I don't know, 80 cents or something like that. Oh shit. I need to look into that. That's the only time I go to Whole Foods once a year, and it's for Talfo mangoes. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't do a lot of meal service, online shopping store review type stuff because most of them I just have no interest in. I get asked a lot. A lot of you ask for stuff like this. I think people have asked about purple carrot. I think I looked into that one, but again, I wasn't really impressed by the kind of protein options. There is a meal service that I did try that is protein focused, and I will be talking about them very soon, reviewing them, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like it, of course, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload. Thank you so much to patrons at patreon.com/unnaturalvegan. I do upload 2 exclusive videos there a month for $5 plus patrons, just little life updates and, you know, pregnancy updates, stuff like that. Yeah, thanks again. New video soon. Isn't it crazy that there's like a brand in store that's called Bitchin'? Like when I was a kid growing up, no. No way. They would not have allowed it. I remember there was a show on Food Network when I was a little bit older and it was called like Bitchin' Kitchen or something. I don't think it was on very long, but I remember just being floored. Like, what? This is just on in the daytime on Food Network? Food Network? Pretty soon you're gonna have like fucking A sauces. I would definitely buy that. Oh, my Bear Bells order is complete. Yes, I ordered more Bear Bells. I love them so much. Oh my god, they're so good. Sorry, Nugo. It's all about Bear Bells now. Oh, someone said they have another flavor in, I think Sweden is where they're based. Another plant-based flavor, but not available in the US, at least yet. But again, I don't know why I care because the hazelnut, oh my god, so good. The peanut too. Like I get both, but man, the hazelnut. Like I just didn't eat anything with my coffee this morning because I don't have any left. Real smart. Real smart 20-something weeks pregnant and not having eaten by 11 a.m. That's great.